We're going to continue 8.2. I want to show you what to do in an event where the upper and lower limits of the region are difficult to define, or when there's actually a better way to define margins of a certain region that we're trying to find the area of. So I want to start out here. Look at this example on top that I had earlier skipped. We can see that I want to find the area between these two curves. The problem is identifying the upper and lower boundaries of this region are a little weird. You can see here that this parabola is not a function, it's a right opening parabola. And then I have a line x plus y equals 2. Okay. Now, this region has an upper boundary on the parabola, but the lower boundary is the bottom part of the parabola. Now that's true until I get to the y-axis. Now from that point, now this line becomes the upper margin of the region, and the bottom half of the parabola becomes the lower boundary of the region. So one way I can do this, and I would consider this to be a more difficult way, is to integrate from, it appears that this vertex is at -4, 0, and then this intersection here is at 0, 2. I could go from -4 to 0. Let me do this here to find this first region, if I call it A, which is cut off right at the y-axis. And then region B, I would have to go from 0 over to this intersection, which looks like it's at 5. Let's see if that's correct. If x is 5, see, y would have to be 3. I'm sorry, -3. Positive or -3 actually. So, and this one would have a 0.5 -3 as well. So this is intersecting at 5, -3. So then if I go from 0 to 5, I could find region B using that little additivity there. Now, the question is, what am I integrating? Well, I'm integrating the top half of this parabola. If I would solve this for y, I would get y equals plus or minus the square root of x plus 4 by adding 4 and taking the square root of both sides. So the upper part of the parabola has the equation y equals square root of x plus 4, whereas the lower part of the parabola, the lower half, has the equation negative square root of x plus 4. So what I could do here is, one option is I could take from -4 to 0 radical x plus 4 minus a negative radical x plus 4 with respect to x. Now, if you're thinking, hey, I could also write that as 2 radical x plus 4, you're correct. So I could write this as 2 times the integral from -4 to 0 of the square root of x plus 4. There's 2 of those with respect to x. Now, from there, then from 0 to 5, now the line is on top. Well, this line has an equation y equals 2 minus x. I have to get y by itself. So it would be the line 2 minus x, that y value, minus the lower half of the parabola, which would be negative square root of x plus 4 with respect to x. And of course, minus a negative, I could just call that a positive. So this would give me the area of that entire region, adding these two integrals together from -4 to 0 and then from 0 to 5. Okay? Now, I want to show you a second way, though, that works a little better. So I'm going to erase this. If erasing it kind of screws you up, some of the notes you were taking, you can always pause and go back and see what it is I have erased. But I want to show you another method. So let me grab a different color here. And let's say that instead of going using a top and bottom boundary, what if I had a right and left boundary? Now that would work nicer here because you notice the line is always to the right of the parabola. This line is to the right of the parabola all through this entire region. The line is always to the right. So instead of subtracting y values, instead of solving these equations for y and subtracting, what if we solve these equations for x and subtract the x values? The x value on the right minus the x value on the left. X value on the right minus the x value on the left. So if I think of this equation instead of y equals 2 minus x as x equals 2 minus y, and leave this parabola as x equals y squared minus 4, I can integrate, instead of integrating with respect to x, I can now integrate with respect to y by solving these equations for x so that they're in terms of y. On the right side is the equation 2 minus y. Hope I gave myself enough room here. That's the right boundary minus the left boundary. And we always want to go right minus left because the value on the right is higher than the one on the left, and this area has to be positive, okay? So minus the parabola, which is y squared minus 4. Okay, so the right side minus the left side. Now what are the limits? Well, since these are y values, I need y values for my limits. Recall that this point is at 5, negative 3. This point up here at the top of the region is at 0, 2. So the y values, the lowest y value of this region is down at negative 3. The highest y value is up at 2. I will integrate from negative 3 over to 2. Okay? And this I could do easy enough by hand. I want to give you some advice though. If you would do this same interval, like if you were going to use f(int) and you wanted to plug this in for y1 and this in for y2, I just want you to know that you could go ahead and in y1 plug in 2 minus x and in y2 plug in x squared minus 4. You're going to get the same answer whether this variable was a y or an x, as long as you have the same functions. Okay, so I can find this area this way, or I can find the area this way. If you would take your calculator and do an f(int) of both of these, you would see that you would get the exact same result, that this area would be the same either ways. But this way is a little nicer because, well, we didn't have to set up two integrals. We didn't have to solve this for y and get an upper and lower function for that parabola. So that's something you want to consider. Let me do one more example. Let's do this one down here. And this one says y equals x to the third minus 2x. Now this is one I wanted to do because now you're going to have a little tougher time. Geez, I don't know exactly what x cubed minus 2x is. I kind of know what the shape might look like. I know what y equals 2x looks like, but you may decide I want to graph this on my calculator. So let's go x cubed minus 2x. Let me get rid of some of these functions I have in here. All right, oops, so let me go x cubed minus 2x, and then I think it was 2x, wasn't it, the line? Let me just double check. Yes, it is, y equals 2x. Okay, and let's try to graph these. I'm in Zoom 6 right now. Let's see if that looks good. If it doesn't, I will adjust my window. So I'm graphing in simultaneous, so they should come at the same time. Here comes my line y equals 2x. There's my parabola. Now look at that. When these two graphs intersect, it creates two regions. You notice there's a region here between negative 2 and 0, and then there's another region between 0 and 2. So this time, if I want to find the total area between these two regions, I am now going to have to split it up into two parts again. The cubic is above the line on the first interval, and then the line is above the cubic on the second. Top minus bottom works just fine here. I don't need to go right minus left or do anything crazy like that, okay? So I'm going to go from negative 2 to 0 with the cubic on top, and then 0 to 2 with the line on top. So let's write this integral the way it should look. So I'm going to go from -2 to 0. And kind of remember what this graph looked like. It kind of came like this, went through the origin, and then up like this. And then our line y equals 2x sort of looked like that, except it wasn't so demented. And they were crossing here at -2. Looks like that would be -4. And then the origin. And then over here they would cross at 2, 4. Okay, so from -2 to 0, I have to take the cubic, which is x cubed minus 2x, minus the line, which is also 2x, with respect to x, plus the second enclosed area from 0 to 2. Now we take the line on top, 2x, minus the cubic. I have to put it in parentheses so that I make sure I distribute with respect to x. And that would give us that total area. So notice, if there is more than one area that is enclosed by the two given functions, then that means we need to find both of them and add them together. If there's two areas, but they said, like for example, let's say they said only consider this function from 0 to 2, then we would only consider one of them. But otherwise, if there's two regions, then we should find them both. Okay? Now, while most of these functions I gave you are simple enough to integrate by hand on these two videos, most of the time, just to save time, we will, because you can see these are pretty long processes, we will use FNInt to evaluate these in most cases. Be able to do both. I'm not saying use FNInt because you shouldn't be able to do something like this. It certainly shouldn't be that difficult, but it is kind of long and tedious. So for your homework here, you'll be using FNInt most of the time to evaluate these. Okay? So good luck. I hope this video made sense. There'll be some examples. Look out especially for, problems like, geez, I'm all over the place here, like this one where sometimes the top and bottom aren't all that convenient. You'll want to go right minus left and integrate with respect to y instead. Okay? Good luck. I hope it works out well for you.